Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 of stories during quarantine. If you think I'm doing something weird with my hand, it's because I'm petting my dog. She's sitting here below the sofa. So, as you guys might have seen in the many of the videos I publish, in the comments, many non-vegans like to troll and say to me, "Hey Arvind, try eating non-veg just once. Try having just one biryani with me, bro. And trust me, after that, you can never go back. You'll never be vegan again." Now, I think that's pretty funny because these people don't realize that I also used to eat non-veg before. I was not born and raised a vegan. I was born in a vegetarian family, and I raised myself as a non-vegetarian, a proud non-vegetarian. In fact, if I were to share with you, which I'm going to do right now, the amount of non-veg and how I used to eat non-veg earlier, it would shock you to see the stark difference between how I was then and how I am today. You see, I started getting curious in eating non-veg at around the age of 14 or 15. I had many friends, all of them were non-vegetarians, and they told me like, "Bro, just come over with us once," just like how these non-vegans say, "and just have one chicken fried rice with us." And I already was interested because I was thinking, I used to watch all these videos on YouTube, all these people used to work out and weight lift, and everyone will say, "Hey, you have to eat non-veg, you have to eat eggs, without that you cannot get strong." So I was like, yeah, like real men, they eat meat. For getting strong, you have to eat non-veg and it tastes good. Let's try it out. So I go and I try my first plate of chicken fried rice, and I must say it was absolutely amazing. And along with that, we had some chicken 65, and I loved it. I fell in love with non-veg immediately. Now, do note, this is not the first time I started eating non-veg, but it's the first time in my teens. After that, my parents used to give me pocket money, and I used to save up every single pocket money just so I could go to a place called Planet Yum. I don't know if that place exists anymore. Those of you who live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu can attest for this. If right opposite to Coimbatore bus stand. Right now there's this Adayar Anand Bhavan there, right? There used to be this place called Planet Yum right next to it. I used to go there and get all sort of non-veg dishes and burgers and chicken crispies, and I'll eat that. And as I went to college, my parents moved to Hyderabad, and I was still in Chennai Loyola College, and they obviously had to send me money so I can buy and eat food here. And I would go to my college every day. I was an evening college student, so my college began only at 1:30 p.m. But I will be at college at 12 p.m. sharp, because that's when the man upstairs will correctly open the drum of biryani. The whole drum will be cooked. When he opens it, I'm the first customer always. I would eat one plate of chicken biryani and one plate of beef biryani all by myself. And now I used to go and eat in the military hotels. Me and my friends, I remember once we went and ate there. I got sick the next day because the food wasn't of best quality, but I ate so much non-veg, so much fish Colombo. I ate a lot of non-veg. After that, once I got a job, dude, I was like, my first salary itself, I was earning 30,000 a month. You have to imagine. And I come from a Brahmin vegetarian family. So I have been told not to eat non-veg all my life. Understand that when you're told not to do something and you're forcefully suppressed is when you most want to do it. So I went out there and I would eat everything I got, be it Domino's Pizza, be it Papa John's, be it Pizza Hut, be it Subway, be it McDonald's, Mary Brown. Like, I remember sitting in front of my computer every Sunday afternoon and placing an order like, "Hey, yeah, deliver to my house. I want 2 pieces of wings, 2 ribs, 2 thighs, and I want 1 tower chicken burger with double cheese. And along with that, I would get a complimentary grape soda." And I would eat that probably every Sunday, every Saturday, 1 kg of chicken all by myself and more I would eat. And then I'll wash it all down with some grape soda. And I remember once I got the same order, and when I bit into the chicken, I noticed it was red on the inside. It was stinking. It didn't smell nice. So I called up the customer complaint. I complained to them, told them, "How dare you? I am a regular customer. Is this the kind of food you give to a regular customer? Are you trying to poison me?" And they apologized and they sent free chicken, even more, home. And my mother would hang her head in shame, thinking, "Oh my God, you're eating this nonsense. You're going to do it either way. Why are you doing it in my house?" And I told my Mom, "I'm so sorry I'm doing this. I'm sorry it hurts you, but I just love it. Non-veg is life. I can't live without it. I live to eat non-veg. I live to eat chicken. I love it so much." And I remember even this. One time, my mom was getting really upset because I used to eat from outside like crazy, and I completely stopped eating my mother's food. And I once ordered at Pizza Hut. And I placed the order quite late because I was working at a night shift that time. Not exactly a night shift, but a late shift, like from afternoon 12 to 9 o'clock in the evening. If you're wondering why I'm staring at the clocks over here, so for reference, I'm looking at it. And I would come home only by 11, 11:30, and I was really hungry that day. And my mom told, "Hey, I made some food for you." I was like, "No, no, no, mom, keep it in the fridge. Eat it tomorrow, or make someone else, make grandma eat it. I don't want it right now." And they all went to sleep. And I took my phone, placed an order to Pizza Hut. I wanted their double cheese pepperoni pizza. And as the delivery boy was coming, I got his number. I called him up. I was like, "Dude, please do not ring the bell. My parents will wake up, and if they find out I'm ordering non-veg pizza this late at night and they see it, they will feel so sad. So just come in front of my house, give me a call, I'll come outside and I'll take it." And that happened. But my mom correctly did wake up to go to the restroom at that time, and she caught me red-handed, and she was very sad. I remember so well. I don't even know if my mom remembers this, but she was very, very sad. And I was telling her, "Okay, mom, I'm sorry. I'll try to stop. I'll do my best to stop." But I just could not. I was addicted. Guys, for anybody thinking that, "Oh my God, I also want to become vegan, but how do I stop? It just tastes so good. How can I live without non-veg?" Guys, I understand your feelings completely. I used to be you, okay? Now, I was never a big fan of milk, ice cream, cakes, all that stuff. Yeah, okay, I can probably live without that, not a big problem. But non-veg was everything to me. So how did I quit? How did a guy like me eventually think, no, not only must I stop eating non-veg, I should stop drinking milk and all animal products, and now I should go and ask others to stop. So what changed me so much? Well, you have to understand a few things. Number one, I think what's happening is we have been so accustomed to seeing non-veg as a thing, as a food. We fail to realize and understand that when I'm placing an order saying I want one serving of wings or leg piece or ribs or thighs, those are body parts. Those are neatly cut up, chopped up body parts that came from somebody else. We never see the somebody. We only see the finished product. When you see the ads for all these non-veg and stuff, do they show you how the cow is suffering? Do they show you how the chicken is bleeding to death? No, of course. If they showed you that, you wouldn't buy it. They just show you the delicious finished product. And I will admit openly right now, non-veg, milk, cheese, eggs, all of those are absolutely delicious. Of course they're delicious. Whoever said they're not? But just because something tastes good doesn't justify the action, right? Because I think what changed me first and foremost was I finally decided to open my eyes and see the videos of what was happening to these animals. And do note, I have already been exposed to them. The first time I wanted to see them with my eyes, thinking, you know what, Arvind, with an open mind, look and see that this is where your food is coming from. And I'm telling you people right now who are watching, if you're not yet vegan, if you're on the fence of going vegan, I have a video on my YouTube channel called Why Vegan. I'll try to put a link to that here. Go and see that video. I think it's important for all of us to see once what is truly happening to these animals and then make a decision. And number two is this. Fine, animals are being killed brutally. It's horrible. It's disgusting. But so what? Why should I care? Why should I change for that? I agree it's happening. I agree it's sad, but it still tastes so good. I live for this. Why should I change? Well, that is where you use something called empathy. Empathy means you stop thinking from your perspective and start thinking from another person's perspective. Okay, so I think it tastes good. I think that's my life. But who is the actual victim here? Is it me or is it the dead animal on the plate? Now, if that dead animal were alive and it was given an option, like imagine this, imagine that you place a chicken or a cow or a goat or any animal here, and there are two different paths it can take. One path is filled with blood and screams, and that path leads straight to a slaughterhouse. The other path is filled with wonderful sounds and smell and nature and grass and plants, and that leads to an open field. Ask yourself, which path would the animal take? Any animal on earth. Do you think any animal will willingly walk to its own death, hearing screams and seeing blood, or they'll choose freedom? If I were the animal, what would I choose? If you were in the animal's place, what would you choose? When you start using empathy and common sense, you will realize the answer very soon, that what we are doing to animals and the reasons that we give for it are horrifying, terribly wrong, and they're purely evil. I asked myself, Arvind, are you such a lowlife that you need to take someone else's happiness, you need to steal their life from them just for you to get 10 minutes of pleasure? I understand for myself, non-veg is everything. I loved eating it. But was it worth it? Was taking someone's life, was stealing everything that was most important to them worth my happiness? How would I feel if someone took everything from me? just for their happiness. If I can justify saying that just because it feels good on my tongue, just because I get pleasure on one organ on my body, I can harm someone. What if when a rapist says, hey, I feel good on an organ of my body because I hurt someone? How different am I from that person? How different are any of us when we choose to hurt creatures and others who are weaker than us, who are not as intelligent as us, just because it feels good? I could not live with myself knowing these truths anymore. I could no longer continue doing these activities. For all those people now watching who are making fun of me saying that, hey bro, try non-veg, dude, been there, done that. Probably eaten more non-veg than you will ever eat in your life. But it's not worth it. I don't think myself or anything about me or any of us is more important than someone else living peacefully. And you're from the fence of going vegan, I would request you to please take a minute and watch that video, Why Vegan? Use empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of the animal. Ask yourself how you would feel if the violence was done to you. And the answer will become very clear. It's not hard to go vegan. It's difficult to go vegan if you keep placing the interest on yourself and if you keep worrying about how your taste buds will feel. But the moment you start worrying about the victims, the actual ones who are suffering, the animals, going vegan is a joy and it becomes easy. So that's my story for today, guys. Anyone can change. If I can change, I think any of us can definitely change. Please, let's move beyond our habits. Let's evolve and let's bring humanity to the next level. Please live vegan. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.